is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to get this look. So if you guys are interested in achieving this look, just keep watching. First things first, always wash your hands. Next up, this is optional. I have the hiccups. Do you guys do your makeup first or your hair first? I always do my makeup first. I like putting it back. Before I start my makeup, I always moisturize, and I use the CeraVe moisturizing cream. It's a very thick cream. Little hack, if you have white nails, you're gonna wanna put a glove on because these white nails stain so fast. Concealer on my eyelids, just a little bit. That was probably even too much. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear in the color Cashew 365. And then to blend it in, I'm using a e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. It's nice and dense. Just patting this in. I zoomed in a little, hopefully that helps. So next up, I use the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Make sure all the creases are out. I put some in the lid. I just use it very little and I pat it on. So now the base is set and now I can start my eyeshadow. This is the Morphe 438 brush. Next, if I want my makeup to look more cut, I use my tape. Pull you in closer. When I put the tape on, I try to put it more outward. I like my eyes to go more out, not up. I'm gonna start with a transition shade. Today I'm gonna use the Morphe 24G. Shout out Eli, I think he got me this. So look how pretty these colors are. There's some shimmers, then there's some mattes. I personally always use mattes on in my eyelid. This one, it's like a nice burnt orange shade. This brush is the Morphe M501, and just you want to go back and forth. And the key to getting a very smooth blend is keep blending. And now just take a more denser brush. You can see it better there. This is the Morphe M441. I really like this one for packing on color on my lid or to just really get more into that crease and detail it. This one, pack that color in there. So when I don't feel like applying a winged eyeliner, I just use the tape. And the tape kind of gives you that same effect. Next, I like this color. I love browns on my eyes. So just going to pack it on and blend. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the eyeshadow. Last thing I'm going to do is just continue to blend out the edges very lightly. The Morphe 501. M501. I've done so much research when it comes to makeup brushes. Fun fact, when I got surgery on my foot, I was bedridden for like almost a month. And so in that month, I just binge watched YouTube videos like all day. By the way, this is the Anastasia eyeshadow brush. The numbers came off, but I think it's either number 11 or 4. And then I'm also gonna use my broken Anastasia Brow Wiz in Granite. By the way, guys, I usually do my brows first, but I kind of forgot. I also like to use the brow eye powder in Granite. I use this color for this part of my brow and the darker color for the outside. I like to really map out under it first. But yeah, so I did a lot of research on all these YouTubers and I literally got pen and paper out and I wrote down whichever brush I heard about most. Light hand when you're on the inside. And those are the ones I bought. And for my eyes, I like to bring my brows out, just like my eyes, versus down, because then it just looks like I have eyes. Like I want my eyes to almost give me that cat eye look. Okay, my brows are done. I really like the way they came out. I look a little crazy because when you do your eyes first before your face, looks like, whoa, her eyes look cray right there. But everyone does their makeup different and everyone has a different face. So that's what is amazing about makeup, is there's no rules. Not one face is the same in this world. Next up, another very important part. Oops, that's too close. Another very important part of making your brows look very perfect and crisp, concealer. So I'm using the Morphe E11 brush. You see that little bit right there? Just going to bring it in. And then I bring it up and then you just drag it down. But since I have my eyeshadow on, I don't want to drag it all the way down. This also gives you that like lift effect. A great way to make your eyes look pretty snatched. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow really quick. Okay, so that was quick. My eyeshadow is done. That's all I'm doing for tonight. So now I typically like to move on to my face. I do my mascara and my eyelashes last, and like my face is already moisturized. I did that before I did my eyes because I like to let that set a little bit. Now I'm going in with my primer. Today I'm using my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I've used almost all of this. Take about that much. Make sure you really blend that in. It doesn't leave any marks on your skin. I typically wait like 1 to 2 minutes and then I go in with my foundation. It's time for foundation. So I've been mixing these two together. They're both drugstore. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I also use the Maybelline Full Coverage in shade 128. 1, 2. I'm gonna do 1 pump of the lighter shade. Perfect. A Real Techniques brush to just mix that together. Now time to blend. So I use my beauty blender. It's better to go lighter in the foundation because you can darken it up with bronzer. We are all done with blending and I usually always get it on my upper lip. Next I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. A little there. Really pounce, blend it into the skin. So wherever you highlight, that means you're essentially lifting the face. If you have a flat nose, you can highlight it and make it come more to life with highlight. Look at me, I sound like a makeup master. Sometimes I bring it down. And if I feel like I have too much concealer, I'll use the back of my beauty blender, which hasn't really touched any concealer, and try to blend that into the skin. Concealer is all blended out. Now I'm going to set my concealer. The reason why you want to set it is so you don't get any of those lines. The e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I love this brush and it was like $1. Their makeup's like super affordable too. So if you guys want to see like an e.l.f. only makeup tutorial, let me know in the comments. I put about that much on it. Oh, it's hard to talk when you're setting. And I don't just leave it, I push it in the skin. If you have dry under eyes, you want to avoid a lot of powder. Beautiful. And I like to set basically my whole face, but mainly the parts where I get fine lines or I get oily. I also get this line right here. I think it's called the 11 or something. I don't want to get Botox yet, so we're just gonna keep setting it. I've never gotten Botox before, but they say that once you start, you like can't stop because it stretches the skin. I don't know how true that is. Contour. So I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast using a Real Technique. It's called the contour brush. I love this brush. So I just put a little bit on this. I don't use a lot. I'll take whatever's left over. If for some reason this isn't doing the job, I go in with my Morphe Y6. If you have a small forehead, this technique is gonna make your forehead look smaller. Put the leftovers here. I am gonna use the OG Hoola bronzer. The Morphe 528. It's like a little dense brush and it fits perfectly right here. All the places where I like to contour. I'm not using a mirror, so hopefully this doesn't look bad. Don't forget to set your jawline. The brush I'm going to use is the Morphe E3 brush. So when it comes to contouring my nose, I've used 2 different brushes that I really like. This is the Morphe E28 brush. Where I use this brush, got it from Amazon for $1. So I think I searched like NARS dupe and it was $1. This could either go really good or really bad. Carve it out. I'm gonna use the middle shade. I'm gonna use the Morphe E4 brush. I love blush. It really brings that color to your face. So if I feel like my blush wasn't blended that well, I'll go in with a brush like this. This is the Morphe E404. And I'll just lightly, I feel like this lighting is making my face look like a completely different color. Just wiping off Laura Mercier powder. This is a new thing I've been using. This is the Makeup Forever. Holy cow, this stuff literally makes you look airbrushed. I'm gonna pat it in. I also always have like breakouts around my mouth from the mask. So if I want the extra coverage. So face is done. Now we're gonna finish up the eyes. Curl my lashes. Eyelashes are curled. The mascara I've been loving is the Voluminous. I think this is by L'Oreal. Yes, L'Oreal Voluminous. People say it's a dupe for the Better Than Sex. For lashes today, I'm gonna use the Ardell Wispies. Personally, when I put the full lash on, I don't like the way it makes my eyes look, so I like to cut it. You always wanna cut it from the outer part. Okay, that's literally all I put on my eye. House of Lashes glue. A layer. Not too much, but you wanna make sure you get it on the end. Tip. Don't apply it right away. I wait like 1 to 2 minutes and then I put them on. And I'm gonna show you guys how to take that off. I like to take a spoolie and lightly just, once it dries, you have to let it dry first. I'm gonna go ahead and do my waterline. Nude color from Essence. This thing was like $2. I'm gonna use the Cork by MAC. Looks crazy right now, but you'll see in a second. Kylie Cosmetics Candy K. This is the Velour lipstick. I think these are as even as they're gonna get. Here's a trick if you mess up on your lips. Little concealer. I'm using the same one that I used with my brows. I am going back in with my mascara. All right, you guys, this is the final look. I have to do my hair, but I'm not gonna do that in this video. To show you guys what I normally do when I go out. This is more of like my natural glam. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I don't really do much makeup videos and tutorials on my channel, but I love makeup. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want more videos like this, drop a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.